Of the Julian-Claudian emperors that succeeded Augustus, Tiberius, Caligula, and Nero are remembered for their cruel and often odd methods of rule. But the true black sheep of the family was Claudius. This is his sometimes misunderstood and overlooked story. Claudius was the third child of Nero Claudius Drusus, the stepson of Augustus, and Antonia Minor, the daughter of Mark Antony. His older brother Germanicus would become a prominent Roman general who was tasked with fighting and controlling the German tribes. His sister Livilla is known for her accused affairs and her publicly expressed dislike of her younger brother Claudius. The imperial family lived in a part of Gaul which is now present-day France. But life wasn't perfect for this family. Claudius was born with and developed several deformities. Additionally, right after Claudius was born, his father died, leaving his mother to raise all three children. She, who already didn't love Claudius because of his deformities, decided to give him away to his grandma Livia. Livia, at the time, was married to the Emperor Augustus. By the time he was a teenager, Claudius was proving to his family that despite his deformities, he wasn't stupid. He was specifically interested in history, and the great historian Livy would act as his mentor. In one letter, Livy recommends that Claudius write some books. Claudius takes this advice. The first book he writes is about the civil war between Octavian and Mark Antony. This is a bit controversial and is probably a factor in why his family kept him out of political life. He follows this up by writing some of the greatest historical accounts of the Etruscans. Unfortunately, these have been lost over time. He also writes about the Carthaginians. His books gained him some respect, but amongst elites he was still made fun of. After one dinner party, Claudius fell asleep. While he was asleep, his friends put his slippers on his hands. When he was awakened, he went to itch his face. But because his shoes were on his hands, he accidentally rubbed the soles of his slippers to his face. He also didn't have much luck with the ladies. His first marriage ended because his wife cheated on him. His second marriage most likely ended because his wife was emotionally abusive towards him. His third marriage ended because his wife was a serial cheater. She eventually found a new man while still married to Claudius, and it is thought that she planned to take over Rome with him. As a result, she and her new lover are executed. His last wife was Agrippina the Younger, who was also his niece. This marriage didn't end well either. The one benefit that came out of Claudius's family treating him as a deplorable was that he wasn't assassinated during the tirades of Sejanus during Tiberius's reign. Tiberius felt that Claudius was too little of a threat. Claudius would eventually become involved in politics when his nephew Caligula named him consul. Rather than an honor, this was more of a joke. But when Caligula is assassinated, the Praetorian guards panic and quickly name Claudius emperor. His first task as emperor is to legitimize his position. Many people still see him as the joke of the family. Despite this, he eventually found success. He gained popularity by improving the Roman judiciary system, passing laws to protect sick slaves, extending citizenship, and increasing women's privileges. He was also more respectful to the commoners, most likely because of how he had been treated by his own family. During his reign, he also conquered Britannica. Eventually, his story comes to an end when his wife Agrippina, obsessed with making her son emperor, poisons Claudius. And that is Claudius, the black sheep of the Julian-Claudian dynasty.